Somebody on YouTube, I don't remember your screen name, so I apologize in advance. If I can, I'll look you up prior to posting the video and I'll have you in my video description. I just have a horrible time remembering screen names. But anyway, as if the Apple logo wasn't a clue, I'm going to be doing the video you requested on my MacBook. I've had this for the last 11 months, since February of last year, and I love it. Let me just, it's not easy to do this with one hand. We'll start from the left. You have your MagSafe adapter, which is your power port. The beauty of this is that if you accidentally trip on it, which I have on occasions, it just pops right out. The cord's not damaged, the adapter's not damaged, everything is good to go. Neither is the connector that the MagSafe plugs into. Next to that you have your 10, 100, 1000 gigabit Ethernet, which I haven't used. I don't need to because this also has AirPort on board, and I have wireless where I live. Behind that is your DVI video out. And I had a question. If you take a look at this port here, this is a standard DVI. I'm wondering if somebody could direct me to an adapter where I could convert this into a micro for use with the cinema displays if I ever choose to get one. Behind that is the FireWire port, and I use that with my Time Machine iOmega hard drive. And behind that are two USB ports, and finally you have your microphone in, your audio out, and finally, last but not least, your Kensington lock. Pardon me for a second. On the front, you have your magnetic latch, your sleep light, and your infrared sensor for the Apple remote, which I think Apple no longer packages with these. And finally, on the right hand side, you have your super drive. Not much along the back. You have your... Now, I'm going to be honest with you. These here, I thought they were extra cooling vents. They're not. They're the speakers, which I find interesting. And that's all we have on the back. And on the bottom, you have your coin battery slot. You can also undo this with your nail. Let's see if I can get that open there. Well, thought I could. I was able to on my older iBook. It must have made this a lot stronger. Anyway, it's a penny lock and unlock mechanism. As you can see, it's obviously in a locked position at this time. But what's interesting about the battery, though, this whole panel here is the battery. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this button here. That's the amount of charge we have left. And I just returned from Walmart. I forgot to plug in the computer, and I meant to do that. So, phooey on me. Anyway, let's go ahead and open it up. You have your 13.3-inch widescreen display. And up here is your EyeSight. This is what I've been using to record all the videos where you see me sitting in front of the computer. Well, now you know. This is what I use. This is a chiclet style keyboard, and what I have on top here is a protector You can get this from the Apple Store. They are about 25 bucks. They're custom fit for the MacBook. Incidentally, the newer MacBooks, the aluminums, they have the same keyboard, so it doesn't matter which one you get. I'm pretty sure they'll fit. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same keyboard. You have your trackpad down here, and I'm always brushing this off on a regular basis. Anyway, let's go ahead and power this up. Your normal startup procedure. Now if you mark the time when I just hit the power button and the time when this fully loads up Mac OS X, you should be able to get a decent, you should be able to get an idea of how long it takes this thing to boot. It's certainly a lot longer than my Windows system, I'll give you that. For sure, for sure. For those of you who have low vision, notice it zoomed in right away. That's one of the pluses of the Macintosh, is you don't have to wait long for the accessibility features to come up, because it's literally practically instantaneous. The second OS X is booted, this goes right to work. Anyway, I may as well go ahead and do a what is in my dock while I'm here. Obviously you have your Finder, dashboard. I've got Firefox, which I believe is the latest, though I'd have to check on that. Adium, which is my messaging client. I also have iChat for times when I need to connect to webcams, because Adium does not allow that. That same goes for Yahoo. I don't have MSN in here because MSN doesn't allow cams anyway unless you have a corporate account on the Mac side for some weird reason. I say that's Microsoft's doing. You have Skype, Address Book, iCal, Preview, iTunes, iPhoto, iMovie, iMovie HD. This iMovie is what I use for YouTube, by the way. This one, and I will sometimes use this one. Like for example, the video that I'm recording right now. This is going straight into iMovie HD, and it's going to be exported as a QuickTime movie web streaming to reduce the file size from 200 megs to about 20. So that's always a plus to be able to do that. iDVD, though I have used it in the past, but I don't use it that often, though I like to have it sitting here just in case. GarageBand, which I'm thinking about getting iLife 09 because I like the idea of having the ability to learn an instrument in here. I'm going to see what that is. I think that's going to be interesting. iBraille is my Braille translation software. If anybody wants to, no, actually no, I already have a video up on that. So if you take a look, I believe I entitled the video iBraille, in fact. So if you take a look at that, you'll be able to see that. Lewis is a Braille translation software piece. This is not what iBraille was, but I downloaded this one first. What's next? Mac Tracker. That's basically a piece of software that tells you every single Mac known to be made. So if we'll just let this power up real quick. See? Gives you everything. What's next? Easy Draw, which is I wanted AppleWorks drawing, but it wasn't there, so I got this to replace it. And as long as I keep it under 25 objects, I can use it for free. Quinn, which is Tetris. Nestopia, which is, I was going to do this to play Mario 3 before I found out they had Mario 3 online. VLC Media Player. MPEG Stream. ScreenFlow allows me to record the videos that you see with the Mac demonstrations. Photo Booth, NeoOffice, which is OpenOffice.org for the Mac. VirtualBox allows me to run Linux. BitTorrent allows me to download Linux distributions. Caffeine keeps this thing from going to sleep when needed. Calculator, terminal, and all that. I'm running out of time, but that is a tour of my MacBook. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. and have a nice evening. I apologize I didn't get to the end of the dock.